and today, instead of actually playing Sonic Unleashed, I'm going to review it instead. I know. It's a little different, but this is actually my very first episode of a new series that I'm starting, called Scrap or Save. I'll be discussing this game's strengths and weaknesses. So, if you think that this game is super awesome, okay. But what I'm saying is just based on fact alone. Just a little disclaimer. So, let's start with its strengths. Alright. Its strengths are very varied, actually. Starting with fixed lives. Sounds weird, but when you're up against going into Eggman Land, you're gonna need all the lives that you can get. Because trust me, it's tricky. And it also comes down to 4 different consoles, so that's also a plus. And the boss fights are unique. Some take place during the day, some at night. In fact, one boss battle that is especially noticeable is Eggman Land. Because instead of just one boss battle, this game has 2. Yeah, you kinda gotta defeat the dirt guy. Sorry to disappoint. And the stages differ. As you can see in other games. As you can see in other videos of mine. In the day, it's your typical Sonic game. You know, platforming, running, beating up robots. But at night, it takes a bit of a twist. It becomes more combative, but the big goal stays the same. Reach the goal before reach the S rank goal. And in the PlayStation 2 version, as you can see here, right here, it also turns into a point and click kind of a game. And sometimes, like in this instance, it becomes more of a puzzle game, if anything. Now the Werehog, I got mixed feelings about him. He can be a strength or a weakness. It depends on which way you look at it. Because his strong point is not only is this engine very unique, it is also the character design in on itself is a mix between adorable and terrifying. the stretchy arms? Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. The stretchy arms actually pays homage to another Sega character who didn't make it past the 90s. Not sure who, but that's what I've heard. Unfortunately, if you're starting this game, it is difficult to control the werehog. So, that's the mixed feeling with the werehog. Now, it's time for the weakness. The story's slightly bland. And by that, I mean, it's pretty basic. You got your main character, a situation, and an end goal. Aside from that, not much. And the voice acting could use a little bit of work. A very little bit. And another weakness is that if you want it, that's rank in Eggman Land. Forget it. Because it's really hard, almost impossible to do it the first time. And it demands perfection to open every single door. What makes me say that, you may ask?
Looks like this door won't open yet, Sonic.
Case in point. Case in point, Chip said it. So it demands perfection. And if this game was released today, it would be poking fun at the whole social distancing thing. So yeah, Sonic Unleashed is mixed between a puzzle game, a fighting game, and a platformer. Eggman Land, while it's really hard to beat it, it's unique because it has two boss battles back to back. You got Eggman and his egg thingy, and then you got Dark Gaia, the bitch of darkness herself. Unfortunately. And because it comes on 4 consoles, the way Sonic Unleashed works varies with different consoles. With some, it has different gameplay than this, and for others, different cutscenes. Pretty cheap, Sega. So, my final verdict for this game? Save it. Because this looks like pure gold if you compare it to Sonic 06. Trust me. And yeah, so that's it. So subscribe for more, etc. Hit the like button. And I'll see you in the next one. And sorry if I wasn't looking up all the time. I made notes on this because I can't remember much and I didn't want to ramble. So, subscribe.